Okay, so Rick's starting stream. Let me get the URL.
The Earl.
That should still be the same. Everybody has edit capability, so if you want to just go ahead and edit your an entry for yourself, you feel free. Otherwise, I'll do it.
Marzo Weiss.
That's
Hello,
right.
chat.
Hey, chat.
Hello, Mom.
Hi, Mark's mom.
Because I'm sure she's watching
Mm.
from her cottage that probably has no internet, but somehow.
Moms always know.
Yep.
It's true.
Yep.
They're watching you right now without even looking.
The moment I decided to be a furry, she knew.
The boss ma'am ram.
Give me a Martian beer.
I apparently have to turn the music all the way down, just in case.
Yeah, that tracks.
Even this might be too loud.
Let me see.
Sounds fine on the stream.
Yeah, it sounds okay over here.
Yeah, it seems alright.
It sounds a little quiet, but I.
Well, it's quiet because it might be copyrighted. I don't want to get muted. Oh, hey.
That's a good point.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice start.
I've seen some discussion about that particular picture. I think people decided it falls into it's artistic, therefore it's fine.
Oh, hey.
Well, I mean,
Technically, nothing was showing, so.
yeah, it didn't have
well, in that shot. Yes, Legatron and Maxi did work on this stuff. You saw his name just there.
Yeah.
Yes. Maxi did some work on this.
Mode.
Yeah, valid.
Pick it up.
That's first person.
God.
Didn't they show it in some of the previews?
I mean,
Oh, here we
makes
go.
sense to me.
All right.
Who's going to be the angry goat lady?
I'll do it.
Rubber shoot!
All
Where
right,
the
Miller.
hell are you?
Director,
I just got a call from my new author transfer. She's very confused why no one has come to pick her up from the teapot. You better tell me you're on your way.
just gotta get my shoes. Hang up.
Okay, bye.
Oh, wait a
Good
second.
man.
I think my friend did the character arc.
I'm
for
almost
this
there.
game.
Traffic is hell this morning.
Uh-huh.
You have no way to verify that. You know how it is in the city center. All public pads and...
Daxton, this is a video call.
What?
Nice.
Daxton, get your ass into your car!
That's a car coming right up, ma'am.
Nice.
She young. New partner. Exactly what I was trying to forget all weekend. Great. The boss is just going to use this as another excuse for why I need a babysitter. I can do my job more than fine on my own. Thank you very much. We even video calls our workers anymore. This is power abuse, and I'm nobody's chauffeur. After pondering the many times he's been late to work in the last month, Dax looks around his room. I better find my clothes before she calls again. This is exactly the same opening as Mercury Abbey.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, I like how your boss is basically shaking in anger. Those are always fun.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Go out in your underwear, it's fine.
Check your weight.
You ever look at the way an apartment looks and just feel like there's a certain smell that would go with it? You know, just a certain mild stank.
Better people than me have tried this cereal and failed.
I'm not sure I have, Jonah.
Oh well, you're missing out.
Maybe
Maybe it's just. Maybe I just have friends with smelly apartments. I don't know.
I think that's a
that's
you
some
problem.
good
Dennis.
cereal right there.
Flip a boxer. Nothing says furry visual novel than opening it with the protagonist in their underwear or less. Yeah.
That's typically how that works. Punch.
Okay, got those aggressions.
Oh, that's fun.
Punch, punch, punch.
Oh wow, there's action in this game.
I think maybe this character might have a certain persuasion. What do you think?
Tiger Dyson.
Maybe.
Fuzzy boys. Okay.
Yeah, maybe just a vague hint of a certain persuasion. Stop looking.
Okay,
Oh,
it's
it's
just
the
as I thought.
Um,
Definitely Bobby did the art for this game.
Who?
Opal.
Bobby Lontra.
Gemma.
Oh.
Okay, so he has lesbian moms. 3 lesbian moms.
I mean,
You know-
ideal, right?
All right, yeah.
Good for him.
I could do.
Bitch is gay.
Man, can you
good for
imagine
him.
how much easier
wait.
it would be raising a kid if you like had to pay attention to them 50% less often?
You look at
Ugh.
the top photo.
Look, what I found, definitely not leaving without my key card. I don't want to get pulled over again.
I mean, it is somewhat pride accurate.
Yep.
Mm.
Some hint of a certain persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Maybe. I don't know what it
Yes.
could be, though.
Also
I
holding
know,
the
it's-
trans flag, so.
Yeah.
And more
Oh,
rainbow
okay.
than clothes on. What a day. Wish I knew what became of those boxers.
Clip it, boxer. I'm just kidding. Don't clip it.
Oh, his name's in it. He can clip it all he wants.
The little babies don't know how expensive they are. They take after their daddy.
I'm glad he can admit he's high maintenance.
Mm-hmm. Nice view, eh? Always thought the bloody lip adds a certain je ne sais croissant.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Je ne sais
Wow.
quoi ça.
Je ne sais croissant.
You probably don't want to lick on that too hard.
No, I gotta keep looking at it.
Let's spend the stream discussing its artistic merit.
Yeah.
This,
well,
you know, this may be the most furry-ass game I've played so far.
That's fair.
Alright.
I think you've got some pants right there.
We
Jacket
don't
and
wear
shirt
pants
all in
anymore.
one for the lion and a rush.
Preposterous.
I have a feeling that like without those, he might get.
Bonus. Holy Pride of Mars. I never get tired of this view.
This is a
Like a
very
pulp.
nice view, to be fair.
Yeah. I wonder if this is a VR chat world.
Not yet. Probably
It
not, but
looks like one, to be honest.
It is. I'm
Nice.
there right away.
Oh, you-
Like right now, with Crystal.
Nice.
kidding.
Avonus Mons is a shield volcano on Mars.
Oh, there's a... Why can't
If
I
Mars
zoom
are-
in? Come
You know,
on.
in the solar system.
20% more protein.
Yeah.
If Mars ever gets colonized, they're either gonna have to rename some of those places or just make do. Well, I mean, you know, you got places with names like Acidia Pluvia. You know, I mean, nobody wants to live in Acidia Pluvia. Do ya? Chad, do you want to live in Acidia
Hold
Pluvia?
on.
No.
Look
no,
at
you don't.
that sketch on the wall real quick again, Rick.
Yes.
That's a maxi sketch. I could tell just by looking at it. That's a maxi sketch.
Very likely.
Yeah.
I guess
It
since you
does
got
seem
your clothes,
stylized
you can
that
head
way.
out.
Not pantsless lion man strong.
Guess not yet.
And
Nope.
we have
Chad has
Kitsune.
found Kenji.
There's pants.
There he is.
All right, now for real.
All
Time to
right.
move on.
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Congratulations, Chad. You found Kenji. Be careful, he will stab you.
Hey,
Verb.
Rye.
And now Kenji's naked.
Of course. Dax sauntered into the transference port, the place where all travelers emerge. Alright, Dax, maybe it's not so bad. Work partner means someone I can show the ropes, who will binge cop shows with me over paperwork, and appreciates my jokes a lot more than the rest of the office. Plenty to look forward to. Not at all a pain in the ass. Just gotta find her first. After his little self-pep talk, Dax approaches the help desk in the best of spirits. Hi! Too bad, Miller. You don't get to voice this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, dearest traveler. Welcome to the Red Planet's gateway to the galaxy, the transference port.
Say the spiel for the tourist, pal. I'm from here.
Martian or Earther, one can never know too much about the Red Planet.
You gotta say Red Planet X times a day to meet quota or something?
Of course not, sir. I'm just perpetually excited about our beautiful Red Planet.
Yeah, that's what your twitchy eyelids are telling me right now. I was always excited for my shift at Shoebox, too.
Is there anything I can assist you with?
The face of a psychopath.
Actually, yeah, I'm looking for someone. Keywords. Unlock through dialogue. Click to use them at the start of dialogue to learn more.
Oh boy.
You seen an Earther wandering about? She should have offloaded about... Dax checks his phone watch. He slides it back to his pocket. 2 hours ago. She's called Anya, I think. Anaya.
Oh, your friend undertook the wondrous voyage of uploading her mind and sending it to our Red Planet, taking her first steps in a new body beyond earthly limits. Anywho, full name and passenger number, please.
You got it. Dax starts swiping through the menus, careful not to scratch his battered screen. Barber, E, camera, convo log, database. Ah, there we go. What the... No, dude! Someone put my phone on child lock! It's kicked me out of the database account!
What a terrible conundrum, sir. I suppose you'll have to use your brain to remember the details.
Ah, come on, I'm already late.
I'm afraid I can't help you, sir. I'm not allowed to resell passengers' location data to unauthorized parties.
Not even to a CIO officer?
A what?
Never mind. Can you tell me anything about the body she dropped into at least, as a favor? Clerk takes one long look at Dax. Be it out of pity or exhaustion, he starts typing something into his computer.
Non-mod.
Non-mod?
You need a damn excuse my diction. I am only allowed to disclose that this client opted out of any modifications to the body they transferred into.
But not what kind of body she chose.
Nope.
This is basically modification paradise compared to Earth. If I was an Earther coming up to Mars for the first time, I'd be dying to see how far I could push my new body.
I'm sure you would, sir.
Guess I'll just have to keep an eye out for an animal fresh off the preset catalog. I hope she's not this boring all the time.
You better hope she's bland enough to stay put for 2 hours and wait for your ass.
Huh? You say something?
I said, can I help you with anything else, sir?
Assaultus is why does this guy talk like Grand Nick Zek?
Who needs to keep an eye on this guy?
Come on, how about another hint? This place is huge.
It's my pleasure to assist a citizen such as yourself. But I believe my colleagues over at Embody would be perfectly suited to help you.
You want me to move along, huh?
Not at all.
No offense taken. If I was in your shoes, I'd want a break. Like, every 5 minutes. So, what could a new arrival do to pass a couple of hours around here?
The transference port offers a wide range of shopping options.
He pauses, side-eyeing the array of closed stores.
Unfortunately, due to our upcoming citywide celebration and ongoing renovations, the only available shopping option today would be Embody.
Okay, so the same place where she transferred into her new body. Stuck. For 2 hours.
Why would she be bored if there are so many premium, high-quality, affordable, and exclusive body options and legal modifications on offer here at the T-Port branch of Embody?
Body really secured themselves one hell of a brand partnership for you to big them up this way, huh?
I don't know what you mean, sir.
Clerk's grin cracks, just ever so slightly. I think I'm good. I'll see if I can catch her snooping around the teaport.
Have a day as great as our planet.
Yeah.
Seriously, that guy's gonna snap.
Yeah, man, that clerk's gonna murder someone at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I want that guy right now.
I'm gonna say, Mark, this one's all you.
Yes. Welcome to InBody, sir. My name's Kit, and I'll be your body technician.
Caracal?
Feel it, be it. With our ready-to-go frames. Are you here to biomodify?
Don't mind if I... Wait, no, Dax, focus. Sorry, bud. I'm kind of in a rush here. Looking for someone.
Is there any way I could assist you?
Any chance you stumbled upon an Earther this morning?
A few hundred, at the very least. You have to be more specific.
Right, non-mod... I don't know, transferred a couple of hours ago. It's our first time on Mars, if that helps.
That's all narrow down. Wolves tend to be a choice pick among first-time transfers. Smeldons are in high demand too.
Wolves and tigers? Shit, I'm gonna be looking all day.
For it is worth, body shopping needs to be a rather overwhelming experience for newcomers. An hour or two is nothing for Earthers discovering all the possibilities Mars has to offer. Ask around the store. My colleagues may just be able to help you.
Thanks, Kid. You're a lifesaver.
Is there any way I can assist you?
On second thought, I may just have a little time to take a peek at the new stuff.
Wonderful. Just turn around and have a look for yourself.
And
Still on Fox is
got to
ready for
turn
party
those
free.
back up.
Hello.
Raiders.
Hello,
Raiders.
Raiders.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, good stream.
They say which arm
at
is
all
the
these people.
third arm? It's the one you use with your mind.
There's the one in that portrait that he had in his bedroom.
Oh,
Whenever
no.
you see a frame that strikes your fancy, I'll be right by your side. Is there any way I can assist you? Can I ask him his number?
Not bad.
I see you admire our latest horse frame.
Huh? Sorry, you were saying?
Yes, our 3-stallion model has that effect on everyone.
It does have amazing hair.
Its mane is incredibly thick and silky, especially formulated to smell like a gentle breeze,
Must feel great between your fingers.
like freshly washed sheets in a hot summer night, sir.
I mean, look at those pecs and shoulders. It looks like it's been designed for cuddles.
Gay.
Gay!
Like the gentle cares of the party lover who has just returned home after a decade.
And the quads! They look like tree trunks.
Just between you and me, I once saw this model crush 2 watermelons with its tithes, and that was just the small size.
Oh, Jupiter.
I'm going to have to ask you to refrain from drooling over the display floor, sir.
No.
I refuse.
Dude's way too good at what he does.
Mm.
This is basically like selecting your avatar in VR chat.
Yeah. Only it costs a
much.
lot of money, apparently.
Mm.
For every 9 centimeters. Asterisk.
Oh.
Hmm.
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 Eyebrow waggle. You know which centimeters they're talking about.
Who's the wolf? Who's gonna be the wolf?
You interact with them, or are they just standees?
Looks like they're just standees.
No. Oh, protein.
Daddy? I'm sorry, Daddy?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Daddy?
Killer water. Jaw-sized power.
Welcome to Embody, sir. My name is Key, and I'm an official Killer Water representative. Crush the thirst with our official outstanding Orca body line, inspired by social media sensation Brecker.
Crush, you say?
May I interest you in one of our products?
I'm actually looking for someone. Have you seen an Earther around?
I don't know about Earth, but I can offer an out-of-this-world promotion. 20% of all Killer Water products with any outstanding Orca purchase.
Clerk mumbles a few disclaimer words in quick succession. No thanks. Sure you haven't seen her? Non-mod, just arrived on Mars?
Did you know that the company behind Killer Water, Marvoni's Aqua GmbH, was integral in providing a consistent water source to early Martian settlements?
And I'm super grateful for that, but I have no interest in buying the body, no matter how impressive it is.
That is because you haven't heard yet about our latest promotion. If you buy any Killer Water products, you're automatically entered in the raffle for a ticket to the bodybuilding.
Cook continues to aggressively push Killer Water on Dax for a solid 5 minutes. Look, I know you're doing your job or whatever, but I gotta know if you've seen her. She just got here and she's gonna get lost if I don't find her soon. Meaning I'm gonna lose my job.
Of course.
I'm sorry, sir, but the Killer Water product line is just so diverse and fascinating. I find it almost impossible to talk about anything else.
I get it now. Supervised convo logs as per contract are being recorded. Your tail fucking sucks. I can.
Why not?
I mean,
Help out.
what harm could it do?
Key, I'm not gonna get a whole ass body, but like, do you have a salary or is this a commission thing? Will you get a tip if I buy something?
Deny that I do not receive any form of compensation if I fail to complete the sale is not a breach of contract.
Gotcha. Sorry for earlier. Dax feels bad for screaming at the killer whale employee and buys a can.
Thank you for your partnership, sir. Did you know that by purchasing Killer Water, you support a number of charity causes, such as providing refuge for poor, lost, non-modified humans?
Those poor folks.
Cook's eye twitches for a moment before returning to the authorized wide-eye look. What? Non-modified human?
Do you not know what a human is, sir?
Of course I know. I just can't believe it. Stuck with the most boring partner on Mars.
Oh, how dare you!
Killer Watering, sir. If you require any further assistance not related to Killer Water products, please ask the other clerks. Oh gosh, there are many of them.
Yeah,
Which
I'm
one's
assuming
big?
they're like mass produced or something, and they're just.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just have to get all of them.
There's a good excuse for why there isn't a
Oh, it's
unique
cute.
model for every single...
Yes.
And this is so much like a VR chat avatar world.
If
It
if the
is.
if the protagonist downloads into another body, should Rick still be doing the voice or?
Yes.
Okay, right. I just needed to.
Shork.
They
Who's
can
the shark?
modify. They said there's like modifications you could do after purchasing. I assume you could like make it sound the same.
Who's the shark?
Who is going to be the shark?
Not so loud! Just make like you haven't seen me, Dax.
Alright, stranger.
Drop by the store sometime soon. I have a whole new selection of fish with your name on them.
BRB.
Wow, it's pixelated because
Let me in!
it's
Wow.
pixelated because they're like doing privacy or something.
Uh-huh.
There must really be having.
No, that's
edit,
why they're in there.
Consultation in progress.
Touch me.
Touch me.
Ah, you can.
Oh, look,
See.
you can add horns and wings.
Mhm.
It's just very.
I like how they're just
Mm,
they're dead on while he's facing kind of off to the side.
It just looks
This is
silly.
just like VR chat.
it does.
Oop.
But yes,
Hmm?
it is a lot
Snack?
like VR chat.
Snack.
Be healthy. Be you. Self care.
Snarky.
All new gene mods.
Mm.
You know, look like stuff in canisters.
As they
Yeah,
should.
they look like Gatorade or something.
Different. Now
Are
it's
these
the same.
different?
It's
Like-
the
No, they're the same.
ooze.
Honestly, the horns and wings look a little silly.
Anaya, that's you, right? Hi, Anaya, my new partner. It's me, Dax. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Who's the human?
What else being a
Nobody wants to be the human.
Of course not.
GC.
JC is currently muted.
Yeah. Okay, should I do it?
if you want to.
Okay. Hey, been look all over the planet, have you?
Had a bit of a crazy night. I made for a rough morning. That's totally my bad.
At least you have the decency to apologize, even though the excuse needs some work.
Anaya flips her beeper phone open, smirking ominously all the while.
Texted the director a while ago. She sent this over to help identify you.
She flips her phone over to show the extreme close-up of Dax's snout.
Okay, back.
Do you want to be the human, GC? Or director?
Oh, yeah. Sure, I'll go.
Okay.
What's her name? Anaya?
Yeah.
I feel like it really puts this whole weight in context.
You have just jumped on the tram, you know?
My newly cloned self on a planet I've never set foot on after spending 2 hours ogling random linemen. I don't think I fit to figure out a new public transit system just now.
Hey, I don't want to get off the wrong foot. Can we start over? Anaya gives a brief sigh.
Ask me again after breakfast. I need to get the hell out of here.
Taking my car. We just need to trek out to it first.
After you.
It's a long drive all the way to the office, but you can tell me all about the trip over on the way there.
Grand.
I don't think I have a reason to stay.
Not unless you want to look at the bodies some more.
Yeah, you can bask in that retail ambiance.
And third floor, we're here. Welcome to the Civil Investigations Office, CIO for short.
Huh. Not the sort of office I expected.
It's a fun, dimly lit, cozy co-working experience only found here and in certain types of bureaus.
Really lean into that dentist clinic waiting room aesthetic. Yee?
Now that you mention it.
Miller?
Dad!
Yep, just like the dentist. Alright, give me one sec.
That's Rick's dentist, by the way. Easy place to normal, boring human. How poetic.
Oh no, Rick! No! No, Rick!
What happened?
I think Rick fucked up. I think he missed the Roo. I think there was a kangaroo in the intro.
Oh no! Alright, game over.
Alright.
User wins.
Start
Stream
over.
over. Yeah.
Yeah,
User wins.
yeah, start over.
Internet over. Computer over? Virus equals very yes! Okay, alright.
Mhm.
Rick, you missed the kangaroo at the start.
Unacceptable.
Irrefusable. Rip is not a command.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Is that a hyena?
Cute. She's cute.
Oh.
Oh no.
Hey, Director. You're a sight for sore eyes. Hungover eyes, even. Did you polish your horns? They're looking especially shiny.
We can resume this thorough ass-kicking routine after Anaya has settled in, Dax. You've had us waiting long enough. I don't know what I'm doing now.
I'm truly sorry for the delay, Director Ramshot. Ramshot?
Mike Wazowski. Let me stop you right there. Refer to me simply as Director, Ma'am, or Sir. Mispronounce my last name, and you'll spend the rest of your miserable stay on this red rock on my shit list.
Duly noted, Director. Again, I apologize for the delay.
Quit that already. I only want one apology, and it's the walking hairballs.
Hey now, I consider myself more of a walking throw rug than a walking hairball.
A throw rug might have picked up its new partner on time. Not leave them wandering around the surface of a new planet like a newborn baby for, what was it, 2 hours?
Please don't be so hard on him. It's only felt like 4.
Mayhaps we've established that I am not fit to shuttle CIO members around and will be picking up another driver henceforth. The Director and Anaya both turned to glare at Dax. Sorry.
Never.
Back to the topic at hand. Anaya, I am so glad to have a professional with your level of experience joining the team at Civil Investigations. I invited you here because, like the rest of us, you have shown a strong desire to fight corruption on every front, standing by your morals no matter what.
Be right back.
It is a thankless and wholly unappreciated job, but someone's gotta do it. I hope your years of experience in the Force will help set our younger members straight.
Glad to be here, Director.
What? Rewind. Anaya is a cop? Since when?
Internal Affairs, PSNI. I started 2163, so that's what? 24 years?
How am I only hearing of this now?
Fail to see how my civil investigators' previous career experience is any business of yours.
It's everyone's business and my new partner gets in the way of me doing my job.
She's
one of the good ones? The one that finds the bad apples? Is that it?
That's enough. We exist only thanks to the Oversight Act, a law to keep government bodies in check. That includes admin, military, utilities, and yes, police. Anaya's goals align perfectly with our own. Her track record in rooting out corruption in the Force is second to none. You, Dax, our youngest recruit ever, you still have a lot to learn.
I've finished more cases here than anyone else.
And with what methods? Almost getting yourself arrested or killed every other day? You can't keep going at this alone. That's how you win the battle and lose the war. Trust your partner. Let it teach you how to do your job better.
But...
Or lose it. It's up to you.
Right.
Good. We're too short-staffed for infighting. Help Anaya get settled in. Take her to her workspace and show her the ropes. Don't go rubbing any of your bad habits off on her, you hear?
You got it, boss.
And don't forget to teach her the ways of the coffee machine. We don't want another incident.
Valid.
Excuse me?
Yeah, Dex will show you.
Yeah.
Cursed coffee machine.
And this here is... Diana holds up a finger as Dax approaches and keeps him waiting in the spot until she finishes reading the current page she's going over.
I'll do it. CIO Investigator, Political Affairs, Alexandria Rayner. Your new favorite gal.
He said that you'd let me introduce you.
Campaign promise, Dax. Plans change. I've got a meeting at the Rat House in an hour.
Dax pouts as Alexandria reaches out and shakes Anaya's hand firmly.
Anaya Rail McQuaid. Pleasure to meet you.
The new police affairs investigator, I assume. Finally, some backup for you, Dax. Maybe fewer bruises in your future.
I can win fights just fine.
I'm sure you can.
Alex goes back to her folder, casually ignoring Dax's glare.
Anyway, as much as I'd love to stay and chat, I've really got to deal with some rats.
Actual rats?
Some of them.
The hyena turns back to her desk, packing up various folders and equipment as Dax and Anaya step away.
Nice lass. She's got you under her thumb. La editing?
I love Alex. She's great. She's got this tough boss bitch act.
But she's actually a softie?
I wouldn't go that far. Or else you let your guard down and end up having an unflattering picture of you appear somewhere in the office with permanent marker. That got me on the director's shit list for a whole week.
I'm sure that never happened otherwise.
Don't let him fool you with that bad boy act. Dax loves being the teacher's pet.
Oh, sorry, I didn't think you would.
You might want to ask your new partner about our improved hearing range. Will save us a lot of awkward situations.
Sure you're in any position to talk about my cases, Miss Pulsi? I've heard you hit a slump with Marvonis thing.
Which thing? The alleged extortion? The bribes, the monopoly, the innumerable work safety violations?
Whichever one of those has anything to do with your case.
All of them. The Major kept granting exclusive contracts to Marvonis despite all the evidence to their shady dealings. I'll bring them down. I'll make them pay for murdering my family. How's that? Did that sound convincing enough to make it into my autobiographical movie?
You know it did.
Ah, and here I thought we knew each other's tragic backstories already. I would love to pick your brains on Earth politics sometime, Anaya.
You know how big Earth is? There's no such thing as Earth politics.
Wait, oh my
Get a
fucking
little more
god! I
distance
just
from
got
Earth.
back in.
You'll see.
Is that fucking Roo?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Zonai
yeah.
form.
Zone I form.
Okay.
Not bad, huh?
It's not specifically Raru, it's a Zonai form.
Right.
Fair lady.
File folder sails to the air and smacks into the side of Dax's head. Naya can only blink in shock as a large, angry bear storms towards Dax. Hey, what's the big idea? Tossing folders with those biceps practically counts as armed assault. I mean, it's a
Less
military
talking
hero.
and more working, Daxy dearest.
Ash.
The delivery drone didn't recognize your desk yet again, thanks to your mountain of trash. It's all well and good that you closed so many cases, but if you don't start filing the paperwork away, I'm going to show you what armed assault really looks like.
The bear finally catches a terrified look from Anaya.
Oh, new face. Hi, dear. I'm Mira, head of the CIO's military affairs. And I suppose you must be our new investigator that Daxy couldn't quite pick up on time as usual.
Naya, nice to meet you.
Likewise, Anne. Can I call you Anne? Anyway, good luck teaching the office intern some manners.
Hey, I'm still here. For some reason.
some reason. A cadet like you wouldn't have lasted a day in my unit.
It might have something to do with why you're no longer a drill instructor. Try as she may, Mira can't keep a little grin off her face at the quip.
Ah, Daxy, I wish you'd use that wonderful brain of yours for anything other than talking back. If it gives you any problems, let me know. And Dax, I swear if those files end up on my desk again, I'm going to toss you out the window like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, toss me like a sack of potatoes. Ooh, I'm shaking. Naya watches the bear head off across the office before turning back to Dax and the growing chaos that is his desk. Don't mind her. Mira's all bark and no bite.
Those threats seem pretty serious.
Oh. Yeah, I guess it'd sound pretty bad to an Earther. Pavonis looks nice and all, but Mars isn't really the friendliest of environments, right? Take a look outside the window. It's barren land for hours. Dying silly-ass deaths is pretty much part of living here. To the point it's not even worth calling it dying anymore. It's just an inconvenience. As long as you don't skip any mind state backup appointments, you're good to get killed as much as you need.
Right. Well, we better make sure she doesn't try to inconvenience you anytime soon.
Mira stomps back towards Anaya and Dax, looking mildly peeved.
If you're just going to stand about in the middle of the office whispering, you can share it with the class.
Hey, do you mind toning the jokes down a bit? You're giving Anaya an itty-bitty fright here with all the threats.
That wasn't my...
Threats? You think I'm threatening you, Daxi? Oh dear.
I know, right? It was like... all like floating debris. You think that's violent?
I suppose that's why you call physical forms earthly attachments?
Like, oh my stars. How do you even live without transference in the old world? I'm on my 4th body. I'd literally just die.
Okay, this conversation's bordered on offensive now.
Sorry. It's rejects humor. We're a bit of a handful here at the CIO, but we're all in on the joke. I'll hold the heat back until you get yourself a model with thicker skin.
Oh, Chad is saying turn autosave on, or autosave is not turned on.
No, JC, they're making a joke.
Oh. Wow.
Earth, oh, I
Thanks,
love the
Chad.
culture, the history, the Earthers. I wish I'd been deployed somewhere on Earth while I was still in the Army. There's so many places I've always dreamed of visiting. Where are you from, Anne? Let's go on a trip together when you're headed back.
To Belfast? Ha. There are faster ways to get to hell.
I have to say, staying human was such a brave choice, Anne. I hear human frames are built to be a lot more resistant these days, but, well, you know.
I'm not sure I follow.
You are surrounded by large, clawed, hoofed, fanged, or otherwise heavily armed people, and here you are with just your, you know.
My gun!
Mira makes a vague gesture towards Anaya's general shape. She's just telling you to stay safe in her own weird way. We're all very funny here. Why? Big boy mug. Okay. Dax rummages through the folders scattered all over what could only generously be called his work desk. 1 second, you go through this noise. Junk. Junk. More junk. No, thank you. I don't need that enlarged again.
Biff.
Why are you
Oh my
doing
God.
physical mail?
It's at its maximum size. Come on. Wetware laws?
What?
Mars is a lot laxer on data regulations than Earth. You can legally upload your mind into a virtual instance, but that comes with a buttload of security issues. Docks are best kept closed networked. It's safer that way.
Right. It's not quite so dire on Earth yet. But that still doesn't explain the paper dump on your desk.
Jonas.
Oh, that's me. Sorry. He's got a special case of Diogenes syndrome. Leogenes syndrome.
Thank you for your input, Alex.
I have no idea what that means.
He likes lions. That's my guess anyway.
Well, I don't know what.
Ignoring the situation on my desk,
Hard to do, but go on.
see these hunks of junk? Naya carefully lifts her heavy laptop up and inspects it from top to bottom, as if trying to decide if this is some kind of sick joke.
Ahoy, ancient beasts.
They are almost 100 years old. That's as modern as our budget can cover. Hardened for Martian radiation and about as good as holding information as one can expect from this sort of relic.
Can you still work with that?
No way! I've gone through 4 hard drives of this thing since I started working here. Imagine trusting one of these with your casework.
Plus all the paper.
Bingo.
Diogenes syndrome, a condition which causes people to neglect themselves and their surroundings. It can lead to poor hygiene, health, and social issues.
Oh, here's your desk. Sure, the equipment may be kind of ancient and the chair may be specially designed to give you a hernia, but hey, it's all yours. Bet that's more than the police ever gave you. Naya glares at the assortment of haphazardly stacked boxes.
Ah, yes, just what I've always dreamed of. A child-sized desk with hand-me-down tech. Yeah.
Of course.
Alex is quite the artist. I just wish permanent markers weren't her tool of choice.
Nice.
Could sit around at a table and admire Alex's art.
Hmm.
Oh, is that the coffee machine?
Oh yes,
God.
that's right, the coffee machine.
And this right here is the shadow that looms over the CIO. Its true owner, you may say. Not the director, not the government. It's a bloody, thirsty bastard sitting on the counter before you,
A weirdo.
making a lot of noise. Weird old coffee machine. See, that's how you get yourself a cup of coffee that'll eat through your stomach lining.
You're being ridiculous.
Why don't you try for yourself? Be careful. Watch Naya attempt to use the machine. Naya places her mug under the coffee machine spout and presses the button to make a mug, all the while staring at Dax. The machine angrily sputters for a few seconds, but no coffee comes out. Steam erupts from its metal carapace. Naya smacks the side of the machine a couple times. You shouldn't do that.
Oh, shut up. I had one just like this when I was at cadet. It's not going to break.
Let me grab the fire extinguisher. A couple of whacks later, and the shuddering stops at last. Watery, black coffee starts pouring out into the mug.
See, you're just being drama.
The coffee machine erupts into flames, sputtering coffee all over the counter. It shakes so hard that it appears to be leaping across the countertop towards Anaya. Coffee screams to a boil from inside the infernal machine. Anaya scrambles back as Dax sprays the entire kitchen with foam.
What the actual fuck?
Hey! You're lucky we have an extinguisher now. One time I started an electrical fire trying to douse it with water. Anyway, you'll do well to humble yourself in front of the machine. Want to give it another go? Anaya places the mug under the coffee machine spout again. This time, she waits patiently as the machine makes a cup from scratch. The machine eventually shudders out a thick, foul-smelling sludge that resembles coffee only in name.
I'm not drinking that. It looks like motor oil.
You have to take at least one sip or you'll anger it again.
I told you I'm not.
The machine shudders menacingly. Anaya takes a hasty sip and gags.
Now, put hair on your chest.
You're on your path to becoming the next throw rug.
Yeah.
Now, try it one more time, but let me talk you through it. Naya tentatively places the mug under the coffee spout. She looks to Dax for guidance. Pat it gently before you press the button.
Sure, why not?
Just do it.
After you press the button, say something about how excited you are for the coffee.
Oh well.
I could have got a cup of bean around the bed, but no, here we are. I'm so excited to try coffee for the first time. Never had one of these before. Wow.
The machine shudders, steams, and practically sings as it brings the coffee to a boil. A steady stream of strong black coffee pours out of the spout. Good job! Take a sip.
Fuck me, this is actually great.
Told ya! Machine respects those who respect it. Look down on it, and you'll pay the price. You know, like in the old tales.
There we go. Well, this spot they vocal far now.
You are very
GC.
muffled, GC.
Yeah.
Where is your microphone?
oh.
You're not on it.
What's that? How's that?
I don't know, read it.
You mean every day I was profile? You know the day over.
You are still muffled.
GC, are you sure you're on the right input?
I don't know.
His microphone is in the coffee machine.
Maybe. How's
Did
that?
you put your microphone up? Did you lean it or put it up?
I don't know. It just happened. Hello?
Still pretty quiet.
I don't know. Be right back.
Okay.
I guess.
DC's he had one stream where he accidentally got switched on the webcam, so for sound input, so I thought maybe that might have happened, but
Perhaps.
that's okay.
Perhaps we can continue and somebody else can read Anaya for right now.
Mark, you want to be understudy?
What was that?
Here, you can be the understudy for Anaya. You can be the
Okay. Should I repeat the last line?
Yes, can you
Yes.
repeat this line?
Okay. You mean fairy tales, Fluffball? You brought the Fae folk over to Mars now, did you?
Fairies! That's so funny! Dex discreetly pulls Anaya towards the main area. Hey, seriously? We don't know what the fuck that machine is. Director says it was here when the CIO was formed and assigned to this abandoned maintenance building. We tried to turn it off, disconnected, cut its cables. Always fine the next morning. We even brought in an exorcist once. He left HQ with a white streak in his hair and new wrinkles.
Okay, sure. I'll just be at my desk, enjoying my Fae coffee. Huh.
Do not.
Such screams were heard that day. Dex stares off in the distance as Anaya backs away with her newly acquired coffee.
Do not anger the fairy folk.
Won't stoop so low as to steal someone else's food. For now.
Well, don't anchor the Fae folk, but also don't accept food from the Fae folk.
Too late for that. So.
Why do you have a water vending machine?
Marvonis Aqua GmbH Monopoly. Ask Alex all about it sometime. You're in for a rant.
Yes.
And step on top of things.
As you do, make sure colliders are turned on. I guess try talking to a boss lady now. Or maybe Anaya.
Dex throws himself into the seat, glancing over Anaya as she resumes unpacking. So that's the CIO. What you think?
I got to see a bear threatening to punt a lion out the window and flaming haunted coffee machine, and still not the most ridiculous workplace I've been part of.
Earth sounds fun.
Fun isn't the word I would use.
Why'd you end up on Mars? Hey, Anaya, if we're going to work together, I'll need the rundown on how a senior cop ends up hanging out with a shoestring budget department like ours. Worked internal affairs for the police service Northern Ireland half your life, only to get sent to a rundown civil investigation office on the dimpled ass of the solar system. Must be something juicy.
It wasn't anything special. The department had cuts. My role was made redundant. It happens.
Really? Even after 2 decades of service, no junior candidate to fire instead?
Well, things were getting too dicey for me. On my last case, I pissed off some people you really shouldn't piss off. I've been in shootouts before, but that one was too close for comfort.
Oh, you don't even have backups on Earth.
I barely made it out. My companion wasn't so lucky.
Oh, crap. I'm so sorry.
I dragged us into an alley, thinking we'd cheated death one more time, only to discover the screen was cracked, interior shot, no cloud backup thanks to the budget cuts. Goodbye, trusty beeper phone out of 10 years. I cradle it in my arms as it feels loud. I've not been the same since. I got you good, huh?
Ah, very funny.
That's just mean.
The only thing that matters is that I'm here now. I want to make the best of it. Where there's a police department, there's work for me to do.
You're serious about helping us put that big sty in order. I'll be happy to be your partner as long as you'll have me.
Thanks, Dax. You'll be a great beeper phone replacement.
I get that snarky and aloof is also kind of your thing, and you just wanted to murder me on the way here, but I still want to hear about the trip over. I've never been off-world.
Alright, let's see. My consciousness was cloned and removed from a physical plane, boxed up in a glorified hard drive, and mailed across the Vata space. Then I got uploaded into a new meat sack where I waited for 2 hours for the person that's supposed to be my partner.
Naya stops attempting to untie a mess of cable and tosses it back into the box on her desk.
GC, are you with us?
Let me see. How's I sound now?
Good.
Much better.
Perfect.
There you
You
go.
can take over. You can take
Alright.
over.
That's us now.
How long are you gonna rub that in my face? I said I'm sorry like a million times already.
I heard you every single time. Look, kid, I always have my share of wild nights, most of them. Not before helping a coworker move into a new planet. I spent most of my life being dead. I'm hungry as hell and I'm pure melted. There's a hint for what you ought to do next.
Any chance you'll stop glaring daggers at me if I get you some food then?
Maybe, if you're lucky.
Cool. Maybe I'll get to hear about those wild nights of yours while we're at it.
Fat chance.
Alright, let me see what's on the menu. Dax starts rummaging through a cupboard on his desk looking for stamp cards. Any preferences? I've got loyalty cards for Vietnamese, Korean, Italian, Lebanese, and his eyes grow wide for a second, looking at a leaflet mixed up between the rest. It's a brochure of events happening at the park this month. Oh, this is giving me ideas.
Might a coupon for Hell Gel or something.
Excuse you. I have a subscription for that. No, I was just thinking I have to catch up with a friend. How do you feel about Greek?
Sure, I could eat a horse right now.
Wording, Anaya.
Food, I mean food. Give me food. Not a centaur diet.
Cool! I know a great little place down by the park district. That said, I can totally introduce you to a few folks later if... Anaya approaches past Dax as she strides to the elevator. Shit, hold up! Where? Dax slows the car down as he scans the sparse crowd at the park.
If you're looking for a food truck, there's one over there. Can't miss it. Big and blocky, no doubt full of the mouth-watering, life-sustaining nutrients that I need.
Oh, yes, the food!
You know, the lunch you owe me. Basically dinner by now.
Oh, yes, the food! Don't you worry. Dax smoothly handles the steering wheel, neatly moving into the only available parking spot. I'm getting you the juiciest, tastiest gossip this side of the crater.
Good. Wait, come again.
Dax slams the brakes. Mate, Euros! Just after I check on my buddy Snifty. Sit tight, be right back.
Snifty? Who the hell is...
Nifty.
Okay, give me a sec.
Oh, no.
Nifty snifty.
Who wants to be the possum?
Miller.
By the way, just a raid check. I have to be a little quiet after in about 10 minutes, so if I'm quiet, it's because everybody's in bed by now.
Okay.
Miller
Right,
and
so
Mark.
this- I'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
Right, says this has
Okay.
some pretty charming writing. It does. I did notice they misspelled breaks in that last one, but
They
you know.
did.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get more pizza in the meantime.
Pizza.
Pizza.
You're gonna get like the bazillion pizza with the stuff on it, the bananas or whatever. Or
The whole ass chicken, like
the whole ass chicken.
no.
Oh. Just drop the chicken right on the slices, and say,
I made a pretty normal order this time.
Alright.
There he is, always a sight for sore eyes, belonging to poor caseless investigators. Snifty is standing in a lush field, blissfully unaware of Dax. The possum seems absorbed in his cup of coffee. If anyone has a lead on what's going on in the city and loose lips to match, it's Snifty. That's exactly what I need right now. A lead for a new case to work on. Okay, Dax, play your cards right. Snifty isn't going to talk about that easily after trouble got him in last time, but he's got to have a lead. Eyes on the prize. Dax light up to Snifty's side unheard. Hey, my man.
Ah! Uh,
When startled, Snifty is more reminiscent of a small rodent than the possum he is. Coffee goes flying right out of his cup.
Dax.
Whoops. Dax gallantly produces a tissue to blot Snifty's stained uniform. So, you got something for me?
Haha, what do you need? Anywho, are those teens loitering by the scaffolding? I better patrol over there. Toodles.
Snifty starts sprinting. Hang on. Instead of chasing after the possum that's currently hightailing it out in an open field, Dax makes a beeline for the food truck. I know that little possum. Any moment he'll come by, and then Dax jumps out from behind the food truck, landing right in front of... Miss me? Someone who isn't Snifty at all. Oh, you're not... excuse me, sir. Rhinoceros standing in front of Dax slow blinks, then nods at him and turns back to the Euros queue.
Max, what are you doing? Don't you scare the poor citizens.
Snifty! I thought we were good.
Well, for your information... No! You got me into quite the pickle last time, asking for all that confidential information. You're not police anymore, after all.
I know. I'm sorry it got you in trouble. But I did catch that officer taking bribes, didn't I?
That's true, I guess.
Justice prevailed, thanks to you.
I guess. You know how the Force is. Internal matters should stay, well, internal. Dietrich really did like that, you know. He'd rather you just came back.
Ah, Dietrich. Of course he would say that. But so what? All the two of us did was catch a crook. That's not our problem. So, hear anything about any more crooks lately?
Dax, this time I really...
Maybe just a little lead?
I really don't know anything, because...
An itty-bitty lead.
I'm not on Dietrich's squad.
Please. Wait, what? Come again? You left out.
Oh, no. Dietrich said I have this very important job making sure the statue unveiling goes smoothly. After all, the park is like my turf. I know it better than anyone. So of course I gotta make sure everything stays perfectly perfect until then. I totally understand why he's investigating that Balmec incident all by himself.
Oh? Looks like he is up for slipping me a little tip-off. He just doesn't know it. Of course, you're the one keeping an eye on the statue. You're so good at it. Got those real good peepers.
Ah, jeez, you think so?
And you got Dietrich's back, so he can... Dax makes a go-on motion with his hand.
Right, so, you know Balmec? The big underwater mechs? I got a ping the other day, like their operator went missing during deep crater work.
Hang on, that sounds an awful lot like labor accident. Why is Dietrich's crime unit on that?
So, like, you're right, it's not what we normally do, but Dietrich said we'd be taking care of it ourselves. Isn't he amazing? He's so fast with his cases, he even goes out of his way to pick up more work. Anything for our city, he said. This is so dreamy.
Sure. Yeah, so dreamy.
Well, we heard from the company that the mech is currently on autopilot back landside. Our officers will be boarding at 7 a.m. once it's safely docked.
Out of the corner of his eye, Dax sees Anaya marching towards him. Oh, I nearly forgot. Thanks a ton, Snifty. Good luck with all that. I am off to get some euros. Dax dutifully orders the euros with Anaya glaring daggers in his back from a distance. Okay, this case could be nothing much, but my gut tells me it's a big one. Do I really need her to tag along? No, Dax, you can't ditch her. Boss would have my hide, literally this time. Besides, it's not Anaya's fault she's stuck here. Dax is ripped from his thoughts by 2 orders of euros being dropped in front of his face. He collects them and trapezies back to Anaya. Hey, Anaya! Sorry, here I am with your dinner. Bon appetit!
That took 20 minutes and harassing a bipedal possum, did it?
Yes, but for good reason.
Which would be...
Exercise with friends makes the food taste better?
Sounds more like getting intel from your informant that than exercising with your pal.
I should have figured you could spot that from a mile away, Miss Internal Affairs.
And you, Mr. X-Cop, weren't you the one giving me shit about my former professors this morning?
Overheard that too, huh? Sure you didn't spring for those super hearing mods? It's true. Not proud of it now, but I was on the force. Barely made it through the academy and quit soon after, though. It just got to be too much. I joined because I wanted to make a difference, make life here better. Instead, I got a first-hand taste of how cops treat cops that don't fall in line.
See, that's the kind of behavior I was investigating the Force on Earth. I was finding ways to stop it out.
Yeah, sorry. Don't see how that's remotely realistic. Worked out well for you, didn't it?
Whatever, lad. I'm too damn hungry for this conversation. I have my gyros now. Fill me in on the intel or don't. Suit yourself.
Alright, sorry. Well, I'm not certain what it is we've got on our hands, but we should definitely check it out. I'll pick you up bright and early, so dig in and afterwards enjoy a good night's sleep in 038G. 0.38G. It is like...
Gyros or gyros?
Euros.
It's heroes.
There are multiple ways to pronounce it.
Really? Okay, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I like heroes, but yeah.
I usually say Euro.
So do I.
Heroes, okay.
Euro.
I was thinking Gyarados for a moment.
Isn't Donk gorgeous out here?
Beautiful.
Really gives you a whole new outlook on the red planet.
Sure.
If Earthers had seen Mars this time of day, they would have gone with purple, don't you think?
Not really, no.
Anaya takes a long, long sip of the coffee to spot her.
When I agreed to head out with you, I did not expect to be at 5 minutes at 5 in the morning.
None the wiser to her suffering, Dax opens the glove box of his car and produces a few colorful pamphlets for Anaya to peruse.
Baumech Museum, come along on a magical underwater journey with the boat builders of Mars. Open hours 9 a.m. to 20. Ooh. Dax? What is the meaning of
900
this?
to 2000.
Look, we're kind of in a rush here. If I say workplace accident, CIO business, corrupt cops, and hijack case in the same sentence, will you agree to go? That's not supposed to be a lie. Anaya takes a deep breath. She clicks her tongue, looking anywhere but at Dax. She proceeds to whip out her phone and start tapping something into it. What are you writing there?
My report. There's a good chance to say I need to start taking notes on my beloved new partner.
Hey, I'm not bringing you along to go badmouth me.
Of course not. You're very diligently informed me of your plans so that I can supervise you and pass this info on to the upper manager on your behalf. You better fill me in proper on the way. Now, do you prefer Grandois delusions or delusions of Grandois?
Grandeur.
Grandeur.
Grandiose
Yeah.
and grandeur. Just you wait. I'm going to show you delusions.
Oh yeah, she did say those are two separate. We're too fast.
Night, Astolfo.
That's all.
Very
Not
kidding.
kidding.
First rays of sunlight break past Mars' light atmosphere, turning the caldera into a mirror. Anaya stretches her arms and legs as she makes her way out of the car. Oh, we made it on time.
On time for what? Don't tell me this was really just a ploy to get me to come watch the sunrise with.
The entire ground starts trembling. Strong waves follow soon after. Anaya looks at Dax, thoroughly terrified and ready to dart off. His little smirk does little to reassure her. The pristine surface of the lake shakes and roars before finally exploding into a waterfall. A titan erupts from the depths of the caldera, headed for the docks.
What is that thing? You knew would do that. Son of a...
That, milady, is a Bautech. Beautiful mech piloted by one of our finest engineers. Or, in other words, one of the big crabs that creep around the lake to help with the terraforming.
You're saying it was in the lake all this time and there's more? Wanted to get back at me at the report thing, did you?
I have the right to remain silent. Dax looks wistful for a moment as he watches the tower-shaped mech dock onto the contiguous Bow Technologies lakeside compound. Hopefully that'll be your worst surprise today.
Sounds like you're expecting way worse. Can I get the rundown now?
What do a bunch of cops have to do with a workplace accident?
Cordoning off the area, probably. If you mean to tell me that that's where the accident happened, looks like a proper engineering nightmare.
Okay, let me rephrase. Why would a shining, heroic police captain issue an order to hijack a fairly standard labor case from the CIO?
I can't say for sure without more context, but deciding to get directly involved doesn't necessarily ring any alarms for me. Police investigations take time, and they're only made all the longer by fragile egos and petty internal fights.
Come on. You don't think it's even a little suspicious? Early morning, docks this far away from the city center with a company that deals in machines that spend weeks at a time hiding around underwater caches?
You think it's a smuggling operation of some kind, then?
Bingo! That's precisely it.
So I guess it's evidence of shady business you're after.
Guilty as charged.
And if we find something, what will you do?
Well, report it, of course. What else?
I don't know. You tell me. Sounds like you're really hoping for something here.
Naya turns her frown to the surrounding area.
We're way too early anyway. There's no one here to investigate.
Nothing wrong with having a look-see. CIO official business and all. We've got a right to be here.
Official how? And you're going to the police affairs department? Why are you dealing with a labor case?
You know. Our guy in charge of labor affairs is dead at the moment, so I figured, hey, I'm just going to take a quick peek. This kind of falls within my jurisdiction, sort of.
Don't think we have next of kin laws in the CIO, do we? You're acting an awful lot like the cop you're trying to one up, lad. You think the director out of throw a fit just because they took one of our cases? Procedure exists for a reason. There are smarter ways to go about this.
Dax checks his beeper phone to retrieve his late-night research with details on how to access the main gate. You can tell me all about them in your report.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Nope,
Mhm.
this is Rick.
Oh, this is still Rick.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to Biotechnology's Lakeside Compound, the lazy school trip organizer's first choice. The only labor accident you could have here is death by corporate propaganda. Let's get a move on. Our destination is just past that door. Dax casually walks into the reception area.
Wait, what about the security systems? Don't we need to disable anything first?
Gotta brush up on Martian laws, and we have a ticket. Dax taps his keycard. Police and approved public servants cannot legally be targeted or recorded by any security systems to protect their privacy and avoid physical intimidation attempts. Safer City Act 2176.
That certainly lends some credibility to your smuggling hypothesis.
I'm telling you, that Baumex crab's made of cocaine.
Wouldn't be the worst thing I've heard found blown on, or blow on.
Dax hides behind the reception desk, ready to get his hands on the visitor room's work computer.
That's the look of a man who knows a stupid plan is going to work right there. Have you been to the illegal hacker shift on the side, Dax? Or
Shite. Wouldn't you like to know? I know my way around a terminal. But I'm not going to blow your mind with my 11th grade IT after school lessons tool belt today. Look at the key reader over there.
Someone left their key card in.
May as well have handed us keys to the whole building. Dax flips on a manual switch on the side of the PC and then types a few commands in. The screen is soon filled with emails, addresses to various customers and staff. Leaving aside the major stroke of luck we just had there, the computer doesn't have what we'd call top-of-the-line security protocols. I don't suppose whoever worked here expected to ever get caught in anything shady. With that in mind, I think I've got to try searching for any emails containing the word password first.
I'd be pissed if that works. On behalf of the company.
Oh, cop getting mad on behalf of corporations. Unheard of.
If you got time to chit, you got time to hack into this thing. Why not?
As the most recent result. Let's see. Terminal on the screen updates to display support request conversation. Picture rolls.
What?
Come on, picture rolls. Chat open by operator at Balmec.pv. To support, lakeside at Balmec.pv. Operator. Hi. I'm super sorry to bother you on your break again. I had to update my frontal lobe firmware, and I think it fried some stuff. Can you send me the access key so I can get my mech on Monday?
Sad face.
Board. Did the update fry the other 10 times I told you I'm not allowed to send that sort of info to your work address? Pretty please. OMG, Daria, I can't reset the password every time someone gets new nuts screwed into their brain. Why don't you go think long and hard about your job over the weekend? 4 magic numbers. Come on, you know what they are. Don't make me send you the kitty reminder again. No, I'm good. I remember. Thank you.
Well.
Vini Vidi Badavici.
Not even going to get into that sentence just now. Think about your job and 4 magic numbers, ye? Guess we just have to follow in her figurative footsteps.
Hack into her brain, as it were.
Is that a thing you lot can do?
I really fucking hope not.
And Aya does, and it's like, oh, it's nothing but nude porn. Or something like that.
For the lion, probably. We saw his apartment at the beginning of the game.
Wait, go to the other wall. I think I saw a thing. Brontosaurus. Oh boy, can you choose non-anthropomorphic forms?
We're not in the store for that right now.
This seems to be related to mechs for this company.
Current
Oh,
operator,
okay.
Daria. What a rad helmet she wears.
Once again, it's just like VR chat.
Miller wants to return to his ancestors. Look! I don't need to be a Brontosaurus. I need to be the other long-necked dinosaur, the Elasmosaurus.
What they call regression?
It's still here! I love the Pavonis Caldera diorama.
You're a model kit kind of lad, aren't you?
You take the leisure port and go about 7 blocks up. There you go. This is where I'm currently living.
Oh, though that area doesn't look bad at all.
I know. I'm really glad I sold my right to sue that one time I got electrocuted by a vending machine. You follow this highway all the way out of the crater, just towards the start of the salt plains. They didn't fit that into this diorama. Though mechs working under the lake have always been my favorite part of this map.
It's a little terrifying to be in the lakes full of those things and we can't even see them.
Oh, come on. It's not scary at all. They're kind of like our own Loch Nessies.
You know, Northern Ireland and Scotland are 2 different countries, right?
I don't really see anything that would fit the bill. Imposing door leading into the compound and the docks is locked via keypad. Dax tries inputting the same code as the entrance's door once more. Red pilot lights up and an automated message announces over the speakers. Wrong password. If you're an authorized user, please input the general access key to the compound. Here I thought I'd taken care of all the access codes. How are we supposed to get in now? We could look around and see if we find anything.
Like what? A key under the carpet? Like
Yeah!
I was joking.
4-digit magic number. 8088. Incorrect password. 3 attempts remaining. Failure to authorize access will result in lockdown.
Dax!
Sorry.
Just need to find something that'll give a hint for what the
I mean,
code is.
for all alert source, I thought he was
So
going to
they
type
decided to go with the
6969.
Brontosaurus of all things for a size comparison.
Hey,
Oh, look, it's Kit.
what's a little guy?
Little guy.
It is.
He's
It's
just
what
a little
this is,
guy.
people.
Wonder if there are other emails you could potentially look up.
Don't mind me. I'm just taking notes.
I mean, they said think about your job. So I have to think like something to the crab mech, some kind of model number or something.
Kind of curious to find out what the kitty reminder bit was. Let me try looking that up. Terminal on the screen updates to display a different support request conversation. Chat open by support at lakeside@bowmech.pv to operator at bowmech.pv. Ooh, guess who? Did you know?
Hello.
Bow Technologies Kitty Edition. Hey, user Dara, do you know it's been almost 100 years since the first Bowmech was constructed? You can learn more about the company on the educative visual reel in our Lakeside Museum. Rolfo Malages XDXDXD.
The fuck?
You're the best, Janice. I mean, support. You're the best support. Thank you,
Thank you.
Janice.
You and all the hours you've been clearing overworked or working.
Okay, so
Oh, the year the first bow mech was constructed.
yeah. Or current
Which
year.
is?
So 20 something something. Because it's been almost 100 years. So it's late
99?
21st century.
It says
Yeah.
you can learn more.
And it seems like there's a spot that has that information potentially, but
Yes, it does seem like that. Where's the visual thing?
Oh, the left side with the arrow, is that a timeline?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Looks like it.
timeline.
Educational timeline meant to teach kids about the settlement of Mars and the creation of Pavonis Caldera. Biotechnologies is founded back on Earth. Mars has settled the constellation colonies. First Martians moved to borehole towns. First terraformation efforts. First Bowmech is built. Martians come back to the surface. Lots of cool stuff in here. You got any specific questions on Martian history?
Not right now, and not for you.
100 years ago, on a planet that was sad and red.
There lived an operator who forgot even her name. What?
No, I just wasn't expecting you to play along. Nobody ever sings with me.
Play nice, I'll let you take me to a whatever passes for a karaoke in this rock some other day.
It's on!
Oh God.
Can't claim to be an expert on the history of Bow anything, but it says here the first Bowmech was released in 2082.
I think this is a good hint that we're going to get. Let's go try on that door.
hell yeah.
The fast slash. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
A click and the door unlocks. Keyword resolve timeline clue. Voila! Your carriage awaits, my lady.
Crab carriage.
Crabbage, if you will.
Dax, I feel like if I
Cabbage.
lost neurons every second I spend around you.
I get that a lot.
Also, it's cribbage, not crabbage.
Dax is like, it's great, isn't it? You'll save on all the alcohol costs.
Daxon and I
It's
wait for a
wonderful
slow
benefit.
mechanical elevator to take them 30 stories up to the top of the Bowmech, where the Bowmech operator's room sits. Naya stares intently at the elevator door. She's wearing a rather dour expression. What's on your mind? Don't have to rack your brain alone, you know.
This was too easy.
No, it wasn't. We just did one hell of an investigative job.
For a child-proof obstacle course, maybe. You really think to support desk persons just have to leave their ID inserted into their workstation?
Maybe that's the arrangement the company made with the police?
Not likely. This was someone's personal key card. It could lead to all sorts of illegal issues if the company were to fail to return it.
After reading their inbox, it's about on par with what I expect from anyone around here. Seems like a daily occurrence, accident or not. The area's lights might not all be on upstairs. The little beep announces the elevator has finally reached their destination. Top floor where the Baomec Fleet's command room awaits.
Bing.
Rats.
Ooh,
Very
not
good.
This
ominous
isn't
in the
ominous at
slightest.
all.
Not in
Yeah.
the slightest.
Is it supposed to be this dark in here?
Would you say you didn't see that coming?
You better hope I don't have a gun. Couldn't think of a better pun. How about we find a light switch to shed some light on the situation, Yee?
I fought tooth and nail to become the local CIO clown, McQuaid. You're not gonna out-pun me so easily. Dax turns to the cavernous dark room. Excuse us, we're coming in. No response.
I don't like this.
All the more reason to head inside.
Sure, what could go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
That could possibly go wrong. Is I gonna lose her human form?
I hope so.
We've already established if we die, it's MBD.
I'm pretty
A
sure.
big flashing button looking thing over there.
Oh.
There sure is.
Giant red button.
Push
Press
the
the
button.
Marco?
Paulo, what is it?
Found a big red blinking button, like cartoonishly so.
Does it say power on it?
I want you to go over that question again in your head and tell me why I wouldn't have pressed it already if it said that.
I'm surprised you didn't leap in and press it the moment you saw it.
Wow. Rude. Press a big red button.
Obviously.
Don't you want to keep looking in the room before doing that?
The big,
maybe.
shiny.
You know what? Getting electrocuted once was more than enough. I don't think I want to risk it this time. Dax backs away slowly.
That may be the only thing you can interact with the
There's
darkness.
not a whole lot more here.
Oh no!
And
No!
it crashed.
Spot's
Spot
dead.
died.
Take a shot, chat. If you're old enough to drink.
Oh no, I fell off the couch.
I'm
we go.
under the couch.
I'm up on the roof.
Reindeer paws.
The call of the big red button must be answered.
Reindeer
I'm
paws.
surprised. I'm surprised
Also,
there's no body in
I
there.
find it very silly that you can't see that there is someone there in the darkness. Their icon keeps kind of flipping around.
Spider bots all over the place. Just
Being
wait for you to press the
incredibly
button.
dramatic here. Can't talk to her.
I've already talked to her, so.
Oh yeah, chat. I decided, and don't take this as canon, that we could call the pouch, the couch, the pouch couch because Rick's a kangaroo. You know.
Mm.
Yeah, and I said that, and there was just like an awkward silence. You know, but I'm still gonna, I'm still gonna keep
Literally the only thing in here to interact with.
But thou must, etc., etc.
Where's the body?
Yes. Electric buzz fills the entire space. First hint of just how large the room they found themselves in is. Overhead lights and small LEDs start lighting up the room one by one, but it's not until the massive shutter ahead starts its ascent that the entire command room is finally bathed in light.
Aw.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
It's a Brontosaurus thingy-bob.
I mean, they did say something about this accident and then having to come up autonomously,
Mhm.
but
Mm-hmm.
The lack
Those are
of sound all
bulbs.
around the strange figure is a dead giveaway, but Anaya still can't help but take a hand to her mouth. The operator didn't even get to leave her workstation. She's been clearly shot and bled to death, unable to do anything but look stoically ahead. What the?
Where the hell have you brought me, Daxton? Did you say she was dead? Did you know she was dead?
No, I mean, yes, I had a hunch that may be the case given the circumstances, but I didn't think for 1 second she'd be murdered. I mean, we can't know for sure what happened yet, right? Have you looked at this mech? One of the nuts holding it together might have suffered a pressure buildup and whoosh, shot right through the operator's head.
And the rest of the mess around?
Something fell from the roof?
Fat chance.
And I sighs into her hands.
Let's confirm the situation first of all.
If she was killed, the murderer sure went to some extreme lengths to get here and kill a construction worker.
Maybe it's not her they were after. She might have just been collateral damage for whatever they were trying to get.
If it wasn't the mech itself they killed her, as I said. I've watched a lot of anime. I know these things happen all the time.
Oh, you're one of them nerds, eh? That's the weirdest curve I've seen in my life. Think it's fresh?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
One of us has been a live brontosauruses before.
Saurai.
What?
Brontosauri. That's a plural for Brontosaurus. Anaya looks more bewildered at Dax's correction than at the corpse in front of her.
Right. Does this specific brontosaurus look recently murdered to you?
The, hopefully non-flammable mystery liquid pouring out of her wound seems fairly liquidy, and the robo parts are not rusted, so yeah.
Never mind. Forget I asked. The fleshy part of her neck is completely cold. Assuming that's not normal, her death must have happened a few hours ago at least. I'd set up this. What sort of job did she do here, like?
Construction work, mostly. Baomech operators sign up to spend weeks at a time working underwater at ungodly depths in different parts of the caldera. We used to joke as kids that seeing a malfunctioning Baomech coming to the surface during the day brought good luck. And I points to the mechs climbing out of the water in the distance, confused.
Is there a dinosaur in each of those towers?
Nope. This is actually the only one crewed. The operator's job is basically dissolving their consciousness to drive the whole fleet at once. Imagine what kind of brain that takes.
That's actually kind of amazing.
Right? I wish I remember the details of how it works. I haven't had a chance to visit the museum since I was a kid.
So, last Sunday?
Boo. This is workplace harassment. Wish we'd got to meet Daria under different circumstances.
You keep going on about Daria this, Daria that. Is she famous or something?
Miss Daria Yalcin has been the operator that everyone thinks of when they think of Baomech for, like, shit, since they made the first one, probably. Besides, not a whole lot of people have the means to live a life that large. She's memorable.
You mean to tell me she's been working here for 100 years?
Some people choose to do odd things with their immortality. This one chooses to be a literal corporate dinosaur.
She saw that
a good
coming.
one. Come on,
God.
admit
My fucking god.
it. I'll see if I can find any other clues scattered around.
Why all the stickers, though?
Hey, little guy, you a BO Model 2? You look just like mine.
I mean, do you remember what her emails were like? She seems very childlike.
Bog standard blood, red
Ooh.
blood. Can't be Darius. Pretty hefty toolbox. I wouldn't be surprised if it came with a mech. A few tools are missing from the toolbox. I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh, wait, there was something on the side of her neck? A bullet
Yeah,
wound?
it's one of the
Ooh.
stickers.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh.
Oops.
Anne! Look what I found! Or who, rather.
a stowaway.
Not just anyone. See that badge on their shoulder? That's the Dune Busters logo. One of the most infamous biker gangs around here.
We have a murderer on our hands. We do.
Double murder, perhaps?
Don't think so, unless someone went out of their way to burn this one to a crisp after shooting that area.
Yaj. How'd that happen?
Whatever the case, this is as far as we go. Let's get back and wait for the police.
What? We just got here. There's so much we still don't know.
Don't pull Goku on us. You could have made the tiniest sliver of a point in where we are right now to investigate this place ourselves when it was a workplace accident. But a murder scene? That's far out of a civil office jurisdiction, Dax. You know that better than I do. We haven't found a single trace of all that shady police business you were desperately looking for. Let's go.
Hold on. What about the key card?
What about it?
It was too convenient, just like you said. Like they were expecting someone to show up.
Trying to twist my words to drag me into conspiracy bullshit, are you?
Dax shuts his eyes with such force that his whole brow looks about to split open. He takes a deep breath and looks at Anaya directly in the eye. And please, we need to stay. There's something foul going on in the Pavonis PD.
Where's your evidence then?
Nowhere! That's exactly my problem. I've been chasing leads for so long. I've tried to work by the book, to not be like them. Every time I followed procedure, every time I did things right, Dietrich would come in and get them to drop it, saying it's nothing. Everyone thinks they can tell me what to do and then drop me as soon as the going gets tough. Please. I need this chance to be here before them. I have to show the world what's going on. Naya bites the inside of her cheek. She closes her eyes, trying to avoid Dax's gaze, but it's useless. He knows he's struck a chord somewhere deep down.
You're a public servant, not a politician. Don't think speeches are going to win you only favors with me. 5 minutes. That's all you get. For anything you find in me, keep your hands to yourself and don't blame me when you lose your job the moment we get back to the office.
Roger that. Alright, no time to be squeamish. Let's see what I have here. Dax pulls out his beeper phone. Profiler app beeps loudly upon failing to find a match. No name, no pronouns, no occupation, and... a Doombuster without a criminal record? Right, and I'm a flamingo. It really feels like there's nothing but them on the news lately. Doonbusters steal a truck, Doonbusters vandalize a shop window, Doonbusters blah blah blah. Used to be very one note with their Keep Mars Dead shtick, riding around the outskirts, kicking up dust and making a mess of this terraformation efforts. Something must have shaken their gang up. Just what in the world could have taken an avian desert biker to break into an underwater construction mech? Could it be related to that whole Keep Mars Dead business of theirs? They did have protests around here before. Biotechnologies are certainly a leading force in terraformation efforts. Maybe they wanted to plant a bomb or something? That noise is getting very annoying.
It is.
Oh yeah, I had it muted. It was kind of
Ambient.
driving me crazy.
Ambient, not sound effect, I guess.
Yeah, it's ambient.
Like, what even is it?
It's the
It's a
spark.
little robot trying to...
Oh.
Biotechnologies are certainly a leading force in terraformation efforts. Maybe they wanted to plant a bomb or something? No, it absolutely redonkulous charge blow up Balmec up. It must be something else. Someone managed to sneak in here undetected and hide around long enough to murder someone and get themselves killed. But how? Dax looks at the huge window overlooking the lake. Maybe they flew in somehow? No, someone would definitely have seen them coming. They probably just found a way to sneak in while the mech was last docked. Crow waits around a bit too long. They're trying to ambush someone, then suddenly, ka-chick! Work! Mech starts moving. Goodbye, Pavonis. Hello, kilometers deep underwater crater. Who wouldn't panic?
What if he's still alive, though?
Doesn't seem like
Look
it.
at all the confused tiny giant crabs out there. Guess they're waiting for their turn on the docks.
Tiny giant crabs.
Yep.
They're just a little bit big. They're biglets.
Or a big bit little.
Yeah. Like Big Little Planet. Or whatever.
I'll continue to be right the next time I'm wrong.
It's failing. It's failing successfully.
I was just trying to picture what our story we could have had in mind when they decided to lock themselves in with a giant dinosaur.
Climbing her?
Is that how they call it now?
No, I mean literally climbing her. Look! Dax searches the back of Daria's neck, and sure enough, there are mud tracks all over her mane and the mechanical devices attached to her spine.
Hold on. So they actually climbed her? Why?
Maybe they want to take her helmet? Or... Dax and I look up at the strange giant sphere hanging over them. It's hard to tell in the dark. There's a compartment floating just over Daria's head.
Whatever is up there.
Ominous asked Sphere, looking over the crime scene. Think it's chock full of techie hardware that's making the mech work? Bet the drones did a number on the biker, too. Oh, what else we got? It's all in the dark over here still. Hey, Anne, I want to pick your brain on something.
As long as that's all you pick around here.
Can't say I wasn't half expecting a dead body when I walked in, but I didn't think it'd be a whole damn murder scene.
You have to be prepared to expect the worst at every time, at every turn in this kind of work.
That sort of mentality is exactly why pigs keep killing innocent civilians.
Sure, and you know I was internal affairs. The one investigating that shit.
Then how good were you at that exactly?
Too good, apparently. Eesh. Bleak way to die.
Tell me about it. I don't remember the time I got electrocuted, but I hear it wasn't a pretty sight.
I keep forgetting that's normal for you. Like, I'm fairly sure that's our killer, regardless.
Real question is why? What are they after?
We don't really need to chit chat about anything else. Also, he gets electrocuted a lot.
It was just the
One time.
I mean, I did get two when I was a kid.
Oh, looks like it's an autoplay.
And that's when I was messing with the Christmas tree.
Gun.
Or
gun.
no.
That's got to be the murder weapon right there. Can't get a good look from here, but it looks like a fairly small model. It's just what you'd find any cop carrying around here. Heavily modified, though.
Wait, what's the thing sticking out of their face?
I don't think that's
They're
the thing
facing
sticking out
the
of.
other
Back their
way.
neck.
Oh, it's just one thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is there anything on the Brontosaurus?
Can you turn the camera? No, you can't.
Yeah, I don't think
No.
so.
You're stuck at the same point of view because that's the only one you.
He said something about him being burned, but I don't see any signs of that on
Yeah.
the model.
Hmm.
I mean,
That might be a thing where depicting it actually might have been a bit far.
You might be a thing.
Wait, can
I know I am, but what are you?
Rude.
Wait.
I guess see if Anaya can talk to you about the gun. Since that was about the only other thing we picked up, and I don't know that there's anything else here.
mayhap. It does look like she has a bullet wound in her.
Nope.
Did not give me like a keyword for that. So
Hmm.
Our 5 minutes gotta be up by now.
It's 5 cinematic minutes.
Next episode,
Five
Dragon
This
Ball
is
Z.
minutes.
A Frieza 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just saying.
yeah,
It's
definitely.
We can be
It's a-
here for the next 40 hours.
it's bullet time.
Yeah.
Excuse you. You gotta wait till Namek explodes. Still found that funny.
I mean, how long does like a turn take in a tabletop RPG? Like 1 minute per turn or something?
Oh.
Oh.
I have no coroner, but I bet my house that this was an accidental electrocution.
Some really stark shadows in this game.
Ambient occlusion.
Yeah.
Is there no way to examine whatever is above the
No, it
the,
won't
the
let
floating
us.
limestone?
There's something back towards the beginning of the room,
Let's
I
see.
wonder.
Can jump.
You can't examine the
Yep.
bullet wounds on, can you?
No.
Oh.
Yep.
I figured they would do something like that, but no.
Yeah, I don't think they would require you to do that.
Have we looked at the window there?
Chat, there's a thing about backups here. I don't imagine that that's a huge thing with this criminal biker gang, though.
Legatron says, I'm guessing they needed her out of the way for a few days for some reason, or they wanted her to forget something. I think the fact that they climbed her is an important thing. I think they killed her only because she was in the way of some object they were after.
Yeah, whatever is supposed to be up in that compartment.
Wait a second. You can.
Oh, that's
Oh,
yeah.
there we go.
There you
Different
go.
contextual clue.
Nice.
There you go.
Look at those marks on the compartment. This must be what the stowaway was after. Guess our biker tried to reach up and failed miserably, but they were really desperate. So they climbed over Daria, hoping to get better purchase. They couldn't manage to break it open, though. Must be when Daria woke up and sent the drones after them.
You're muttering awful a lot to yourself there, Dex. Anything to report?
Lots. Give me a second, I'll be right there with you. Okay, time to convince Anaya about what happened here.
NJ's back.
Not Nick this time.
No, he got dressed while he was out.
I think I figured out what happened.
Walk me through the scene.
Member of the Dune Busters comes up to the docks at least a couple days ago. Must have had a clear objective in mind, being all by themselves. They managed to sneak into the compound, most likely stealing and using the key card we found earlier, and make their way to the bow mech. Unless the biker had a spare submarine lying around, they must have snuck in while the mech was still docked. Ideally, while there would be relatively few witnesses around. I wouldn't be surprised if they chose a night where the mech would be scheduled for a checkup.
A blackbird blending into the dark.
From what I understand how bow mechs work, their operator needs to immerse herself fully into a mechanical trance of some kind. I don't know how aware she remains of her surroundings and probably didn't either a perp. So they waited for Daria to get started with her work, hoping for a chance to sneak past her and get to the compartment above her head.
You don't think they meant to threaten her using the gun, then?
Pretty small police model. If I meant to shake a gun at Brontosaurus, I'd probably bring something bigger. I'm sure that our perp waited a little too long. Maybe they were nervous or they couldn't find a good hiding spot. Then, just as they're getting ready to make a move, mech starts shaking. Daria's already activated every system and is ready to set out for the lake. Biker starts panicking. If they don't do something quick, they'll be stuck here for a week. So they decide there's no time to lose. They pull out their crowbar, run towards the compartment, hoping to sink a hook in to no avail.
They were real desperate to get to their target, eh? So what's in there?
I couldn't get it open. It's all densely packed tech in there, like shrink-wrapped noodles. Whatever they wanted, it must have been a part of the hardware or small enough to fit, like the key to the city, a voucher for 1 million free body swaps, snacks, I don't know. Probably not drugs, like. No, probably not drugs. Place is full of perfect little nooks and crannies, so picking the sensitive hardware right above the pilot, hard pass if I were a criminal. But for some reason, they decided to take the only path upwards they can find. They climb over Daria's neck and start wailing on the compartment with all their strength. No matter how immersed she is in her job, the operator must have noticed this. That's when she summons her helper drones to get this intruder away from her.
Helper drones wouldn't be able to do more than just rush the perp, would ye?
Yes, but picture this. Biker probably way past panicking at this point, suddenly faced with an army of robots trying to reach them. They lose their nerves, whip out their gun, and start emptying the magazine all over the command room. Alas, couple lucky shots get Daria, and sitting duck of a target if there's ever been one.
So the drones continue their advance, unaware of their master's death.
Left with nowhere to run, the biker finds themselves at the edge of the platform. They look back, finding nothing but darkness. Take a leap, hoping perhaps to glide just long enough to avoid a fatal fall. Alas, they never get that far. They find themselves tangled in a knot of tangled cables right under the platform. With the drones closing in, biker starts to freak out once more. They pull and struggle against the cables.
Until they accidentally touch an exposed wire, electrocuting themselves and tripping the circuit breaker.
Backup power comes on, mech detects the operator has been disconnected and interrupts the scheduled journey, walking back to port.
And that's us now.
I suppose.
What is it?
It's nothing. I feel like there's something missing.
Not for us, there isn't. None of that involved any police activity either, did it?
No.
Then let's head out and wait for the officers. They must be just about.
Beep. Did you hear that?
I heard a lot of stuff. Out with you now.
Beep,
Out
beep.
ye.
No, hold on. I think it's coming from the biker's corpse. Give me a moment. I need to check something.
Dax! Watch him be alive.
I mean, there is the weird looking thing on their neck.
Look, the beak gave that thing on his neck. It's blinking like it's trying to find a signal of some kind.
Right. We'll make sure to let the officers know where they come up here.
No, this is important. I can feel it. We won't have another chance like this.
Oh no, not another one of your bloody hunches, Dax, I swear to. Oh,
Dax grabs onto the biker. He's immediately blasted away. Anaya rushes towards Dax, absolutely horrified. She kneels down to him and checks his pulse. I'm alive. Mostly.
what were you thinking, you absolute git? The current is still on. You could have gotten yourself killed.
Dax looks at the device in his hand. It's badly fried, but just about in one large piece. Neck bug. That might have been the smarter option. Dax pats his frizzled hair back into place as he crawls towards the edge of the platform. Biker's corpse seems to have fallen off the cable nest and plunged into the depths of the mech. Naya looks about, ready to kick Dax down the same hole.
Fuck's sake. What have you done? What have I done? How are you going to explain this?
The pulley of the elevator is set into motion once again. Someone approaches. We're not. Suddenly, a screen at the end of the platform comes to life, showing the camera inside the elevator. Shit! It's a police!
I told you. I told you.
No problem. They know me. We'll just identify ourselves and talk it out. Inside the
Yeah,
elevators are officers Jean and Juice. Badger and Coyote are cocking their guns. Okay, let's forget about talking. We've got to kill the lights, now!
How's that going to help?
We'll just sneak past them. No biggie, right? Slightly singed, but otherwise no worse for wear. Dax gets to his feet and sprints towards the power button, Anaya on his heels. The elevator reaches its destination right as Dax smashes the button with his mighty paw. Dax and Anaya duck under the console as fast as they can.
What's going on? Oh, sorry.
I say, hey, what's going on?
Gene and juiced.
Who's gonna be juiced?
Gonna say
Please.
GC and Mark still need.
Turn the light back and put your hands up now.
Following his man, Juiced immediately shoots a salvo from his shotgun.
Used! You're gonna kill someone!
It's caretetics. They'll give themselves up.
He's so happy when he does that.
What did I just tell you? Dead people can't even give themselves up.
Oh my god!
Dax, we need to get the cover.
Dax opens his eyes wide, trying to find Anaya with only the residual light coming from the elevator door. Dax and Anaya, fully exposed in their position, only saved by the fact that it's pitch dark, crawl behind the operator's corpse for cover.
Talk it out, that's what you said, right?
I've changed my mind, okay? It's too beautiful to end up as a colander. The officers have decided on a course of action and start to tentatively feel their way around the room, edging around the platform.
See, I told you to go for the body with night vision.
There's absolutely no need to rub that in now, Juiced.
It's only a few more steps before they will inevitably find Dax and Naya. Dax tenses up with adrenaline. Think we could make a run for it?
If we make that, what if we run to the squad of reinforcements?
Dax turns his head from side to side, but there's nowhere else to run on the operator's platform. Nowhere except... permission to try something really stupid?
Anything better than dying here.
No promises. Dax suddenly opens his arms wide and grabs onto the operator's mane. With a swift jump, he lets himself fall down the hatch surrounding her neck. Whoa! Dax falls into a chute the length of half of Brontosaurus's neck, bouncing off the rest of the operator's body inelegantly on his way down. A moment later, he feels a rush of wind of someone else coming down after him as he swiftly leans to catch Naya.
Fall a little louder, would you?
Sorry.
So what are we now?
There are giant metal walls on every side. I honestly didn't think that far. I just saw there was space for us to slip through around her neck. But this feels like the walls of an elevator. Makes sense, right? We only have to find... They feel around the walls some more until they find a set of buttons. Aha! See? Elevator buttons.
I'm really over your habit of pressing random buttons.
Well, I'm really over being on this... I'm really over being in this things. Here goes. Dax smashes button after button until the elevator rumbles to life, first moving down and then to the side. Moves around underwater for quite a while before it eventually opens and deposits them onto a platform under the docks. All that's left is running back to the car. So, bad news is there's no way those two didn't notice that. Good news is we were dealing with Gene and Juice, so as long as we get to the car now, we'll be good.
Okay, let's be out here sharpish.
Dax and Anaya make a run for the car.
Oh, it's just almost midnight too.
Almost.
I'll poke around for a raid.
I think we lost them. Anaya glances back over her shoulder before finally allowing herself the time to bend over and gasp for air.
Never thought I'd outrun a wolf.
I think that was a coyote.
Coyote, right?
Anaya runs a hand through her hair. She lets the next word simmer carefully before speaking again.
I'm done with this.
What, with the investigation?
No, with you. I've not spent half my life working my ass off to get stuck babysitting a loose cannon.
What? Loose cannon? The cops were firing at us. We had no choice but to run.
We wouldn't have had to run if you hadn't gone and jumped protocol just because you got a tingle on the tip of your tail or whatever.
It was important. We wouldn't have had another chance like that. I'm just playing by their rules, okay?
Which rules? Laws of the jungle? The you think you're a hot shit? Or shite? You think that just because you look like an animal, you get to act like one?
I get that you're mad at me. I get why, and I'm going to take anything you say. Just don't go there. That's not cool. Anaya bites her tongue. Even red with anger, she refuses to say anything she may regret.
Dax, I'm trying to understand you. I swear on my life I am. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. Maybe you have some special sense I don't. Some kind of extra whatever I would not understand that old body of mine. But you don't go around praving that by jumping the gun and doing whatever you feel like. I had partners like you before. They made it to captain very fast. That's not the sort of person I thought you'd be. Take me back to the CIO. I'm going to tell the director that the blame's on me and ask her to assign me to a different location.
No, you won't be doing any of that. None of this was your fault, and you've been right. We shouldn't have been playing by their own twisted rules. I'll go to the office today and talk to the director about what happened. I'll hand in my resignation myself if it comes down to that. But before that, can I ask you for one last chance to follow up on this lead? Dax carefully produces a piece of the strange device out of his pocket.
You don't intend to take that back to the CIO.
It would only make its way back to the police that way. I've got an expert on the side that I would trust with my own life. I know it's a long shot, but the way those two were talking kind of sounded like they had already known it was murder.
It's not hugely logic like.
Dax hangs his head low and nods. What if they were in cahoots with the bikers? They got a tip of some kind beforehand, so they knew to expect a stowaway.
Or more like it could be that they need to protect whatever's inside the compartment at all costs.
Which would still mean they had more info on the incident than us.
I hate you, Dax.
Wow.
You're a persuasive guy, and I hate your guts.
Okay.
You remind me of myself when I was your age.
Okay.
I've always wanted to say that to a handful like you.
Hold on. What's with that grin? Was that a joke? Did I miss the sarcasm somewhere?
Aye. See if you can find out a way to get your arse kicked out of the office.
Anaya walks ahead towards the car, leaving Dax so thoroughly confused he's unable to move a muscle.
Come on, Fuzzball. Take me to your so-called expert. I need to write an extended report. Kitty face. Yeah. Street cats.
You were too
Can you
polite.
kindly fuck off, sir?
Yeah. Can you mayhaps, perchance, fuck off? Fucketh off?
Don't
Which
tap on the
thou
glass.
fuckest off, my lord.
Oh, the shark.
It's Hammerhead.
Hello and welcome to Hammerhead's Bio-Pet Store. Established proprietor of custom fish adjacent bioforms and products. How may I help you today?
How about you take a deep breath and quit with the Customer Service Act, Hammy? Hammerhead shoots a quick look at the woman staring down at fish behind Dax.
The non-mod you were looking for this morning, I assume?
Anaya, she's with me.
That can mean so many things when it comes to you, Dax.
Purely professional. She could be my mother age.
I stand by my previous statement.
Hammerhead gives Anaya a longer look this time.
I don't suppose you brought her here to purchase a new fish.
Yeah, in fact, I wanted your expertise on something.
No.
You're here on official business today, H.
Oh. Do you need to take a good look at my medical license again, Inspector?
Maybe later. No, for real, I need to take a look at something. Hammerhead cranes her head closer to Dax.
You know that I run a tight business, Dax. Very legit business, but perhaps not legal enough for your friend.
Not a single thing we've done in our lives would be by the book enough for her. She's a colleague from the CIO, and we need your help to identify some gadget off the records.
Oh, up to no good to get the no good.
Something like that. Pretty please. It's been a long day, and this would be the break in the case I need about now. Hammerhead sighs defeatedly, yet they don't seem discontent.
She squeals, that's on your head as much as mine at this point. So, what's so important that you drag along your coworkers?
Dax takes what remains of the metallic device out of his pocket, placing it down on the counter. Hammerhead picks up the device and rolls it in their hands, looking over with a serious look.
Oh boy, you've done a real number on this thing.
Should have seen the other guy. Any idea what it may be?
Bunch of high-tech banged-up junk currently. Looks like some kind of worn external device. You are well aware that I only deal in growing and grafting parts, correct? I don't repair phones.
We found it on the neck of a dead bird.
That was a bird. It was clearly attached to that spine before Dax ripped it out.
Accidentally! Damn, you make it sound like I just go around grabbing random shit from corpses.
So this was inserted into their spinal area? Okay, that definitely sounds like some kind of detachable mechanical mod. It's going to take a while to put back together. I need to tend the shop first.
That's alright, I'm in no rush. Gonna lose my job in 20 minutes.
Ah, nice. Embracing the anti-capitalist lifestyle at last.
You know it.
Hey,
Oh, gosh.
Hey, Slash.
Hey, Slash. Dax walks towards Anaya, who is currently making a weird face at the price tag on an artisanal fish bowl. Hey, you think I'm gonna get more or less fired if I take a couple of hours to look into our leads while we wait? I want to see if Snifty has any news, and we could swing by the T-port to ask about the dead folks.
I'd start worrying less about getting sacked and more about getting skinned, like...
You don't exactly look like you're in a hurry to go back either, you know.
I'm biding my time. I'll just steal your car and drive myself to the CIO when I tire of your bull.
Let's get going then.
It is about midnight.
No.
Kitty shark.
Is it
Jeff.
Jeff?
Shark puppies.
That's Jeff.
Oh my god, that is
Puppies.
Jeff.
Shark kitties.
That is really cute. Also, hi Slash. You kind of got us at the end, but hello,
No, it's
nonetheless.
okay. I got home from adult bingo, and I was a little inebriated.
I wish I had this
See,
fish for
when-
a shark cat.
When we saw this
Shark
person at the
Cat is-
beginning and they talked about fish, I thought they were running like a market for fish for eating. Like it was a weird illegal thing. No, it's just
It's just
Martian fish.
Is that our
Martian
Jeff one?
artisanal
Oh.
fish.
Very good.
It's almost like a zebra turkey fish. Oof.
Still need to play Marvel Rivals.
Ah!
All
I
right.
That it is midnight.
Yep.
Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, I really came at the end. Oof.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't apologize.
All right. We have raid target. We are raiding Divide Fennec.
We are, in fact,
Yeah.
raiding Divine Fennec. Give him some Roo Croo love for us, chat.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you guys have pit emotes, spam them.
Nice.
All right.
Alright,
Alright.
see y'all tomorrow, everyone.
Have a good night,
Take care,
everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, guys.